Saturday. It's about 45 degrees and 8 o'clock, and I'm going to be heading down the west side of the Owyhee River Canyon. I'm waiting for the rest of the crew to show up. Hi, kids! How you doing?
Good.
Oh, you got the dogs with you?
Of course.
Good.
Oh, good. You got a win.
I do. Hopefully we won't need it.
Right.
Okay, met up with George and crew, and off we go, heading south. I was on this road last May when we came out to the Owyhee to go camping over the Memorial Day weekend with the group from Overland Bound. And this time it's nowhere near as muddy. And we were sliding all over the place in the van. There's a little bit of snow here and there, which is okay.
We're getting a little bit of dust out here. That was the worst thing you could say.
Yeah, we got a little bit of snow on the road. Quite a bit of snow.
Left at the Y.
Ooh, pretty view. That rock formation to the right looks like a domed castle. That is probably what is left of a volcano. Many thousands of years ago, this area was right over the hot spot that is now Yellowstone. And if I understand it correctly, it was at the bottom of a lake, similar to other areas in Oregon. Well, there's snow in the mountains ahead. I'm going to stop for a minute and clean my windshield. I'm rolling.
Might pretty out through there.
This road is rocky, but I really enjoy driving it. Canyon is quite pretty. And we get to cross the creek. And not this creek. Well, I'll need to cross this one, but this isn't the one I was talking about. This is the one.
Deeper than anticipated. Yeah, deepest it's been since I've ever passed.
This canyon sure does get narrow in spots. That's nice. Just to our left, you'll see a bunch of trees. And that is the area of the Owyhee River. Looks like we got an abandoned something here.
Park down in these trees and have lunch.
Sounds good. Well, we stopped here for lunch. The Owyhee River is over on the other side of those trees. And it's a little muddy out here, as you can tell. There's a shed or house and a fireplace. Complete with couch. But it's facing the wind. Oh, there was a chimney here. A hole in the roof up there. Interesting. Off in the distance is Red Butte. Lunchtime is over, so let's get back on the trail. We have a mix of snow and rain. Yeah, it's called wintry mix.
Springy mix.
Yeah, I think spring mix.
It's on my map. Hang on 2 seconds here. Near this road that goes off to my right just loops back around. Okay, that's what I was thinking going by my map, but there's actually no road where my map is showing right now. It goes straight, so there ain't no straight road. Well, we're not going this way. You can get across up here. Alright. So Bob took the right road? Yeah, apparently. I mean, at one time you could get through there, but it's all washed out. Yeah, there's a pretty good dip there, but it's not too bad to get through. Where you at, Bob? You know that road Les taken? That's the one he took. The road right behind it too, Chip. It's pretty narrow. I would just go back to the main road, I guess. Is there a road that just comes up along the ditch there? Yeah.
After backtracking a bit, we crossed the creek. Deep little ravine. There's Bob waiting for us. We are working our way up to the top of the mesa. And it is snowing. And if you look carefully, you can see that the snow is blowing horizontally. The wind is just atrocious up here. Well, you may be able to tell that the wind is howling up here. We made it to the top of the ridge. Two of us did, and then we got the third person is having problems getting up an obstacle, so we're walking back down to check him out. And that's the Owyhee River down there. This is Bob coming up. Bob always likes to take the harder path. And just like that.
Right up?
Sure. Beautiful view from up here.
Yeah, it's really windy up here. Right? It's amazing what the canyon will actually drop. Yeah.
We are still working our way across the plateau. Very muddy up here. Here's another good view of the Owyhee Canyon down there. There's the Owyhee River. We stopped up on top so George can detach his trailer before we ride on down to the ranch. Got some cows up here. Well, it's not as breezy as it was on the other side, and it's a lot drier ground compared to the mud we've been going through. Time to go. Well, as you can see, George in the Jeep Cherokee Chief in front of me dropped his trailer. He didn't want to haul it down to the ranch and then back up. And we're going to work our way down to the ranch. I'm going to have to check and see which ranch this is. There's two on this side that I know of. Well, three that I know of. I don't think we are going to the ranch that I thought we were going to. It must be a different one. But George knows this area better than I do, so learning new things. And the views are fantastic. Looks like we're getting close. There's a nice little ranch on the other side of the river right here. On this side of the river, there are no remains of any buildings or structures. After looking around for a bit, we headed back up the hill. So that was not the ranch I thought we were going to. And now we're going to go back up the hill, pick up the trailer, and go back down the hill to a different ranch. And that ranch is the one I thought we were going to. So I'm guessing we're going to be at the campsite around 5. Got a couple of petroglyphs on this rock. We got a little bit of blue sky now. Well, we got some sunshine and some blue sky. Oh boy, is that lovely.
Hey Larry, Patty Ranch is in those trees down by the river there. That's on the other side. We'll be on this side, just upstream a ways.
Yeah, I see it. We made it back to the trailer. And now we're heading down to the river again in our campsite for the night at the abandoned ranch. Boy, is that beautiful.
Blue sky to the left. Oh yeah, that is rare.
It is about a 1,200-foot drop from the ridge down to the river. Well, I can see the corral, a couple buildings, and welcome to the ranch, our home for the night.
Want to set up camp and then wander about later? Probably a good idea, just in case we don't get a chance to set up camp. Got some firewood.
This looks like a good spot to camp for the night. Time for dinner. I got a little Owyhee stove. The lid and the pan that I'm sauteing the vegetables in all fit inside the stove. Very handy. And this whole thing is sitting on a rock slide engineering shelf system on the back of the Jeep. So I'll let that cook for a little bit. After the veggies got tender, I added some ground turkey, garlic powder, and basil on top of that. Okay, now for the last thing. That is some packaged rice. We'll let all of that sit in there and simmer. Should be tasty. Okay, let's see if this thing is ready to eat. Ooh, looks good. Smells great. Yep, looks good. Okay, let's take this over here. Have a seat and watch the river go by. See? Got good food and a good view.
I could stand up in it at one time.
Yeah.
It's got a real door on it. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, that was, well, half door.
I had to crawl in there, but...
Yeah.
What a pain to get propane in here.
Imagine they hauled it in. Or they may have used kerosene or fuel oil to heat the water. Oh, here's a water pressure tank over here. Oh, here's another water pressure tank. Or maybe it's a water storage tank. Nicely cut and dressed stone. This must have been quite the house. Looks like there's a nest in that tree right there. This pile of fencing looks like it was a garden fence. It looks to be about 4 foot tall, which would have kept some of the animals out of the garden. This is a new big one. Not sure what that was, but I bet there was a seat right here.
What?
Bet there was a seat right here, and the guy rode it.
That was the first thing stolen.
Boy, somebody did a good job with the masonry here. Well, this is an interesting place. Okay, so they had sticks and grass or something, grass and mud for insulation. Let's go around the other side. I know what this was. Site of the William Griffith Ranch. William Griffith Ranch.
Get the other one. Oh.
So I think this was a cold house.
That's what I think too.
Just the way
that makes sense.
just the way they got it insulated so good.
Yeah, they just
Ice house or something like that. This was probably one of the bunk houses. Good a guess as any. It's got an old mattress in it with springs.
Kind of something with like wheels in this blockade over here.
Yeah. Nice corral. Boy, those are big boulders. There's multiple people to move those. Oh, this is an old Ford. It's a Ford Shorty. Sweet. I like that rack on top. That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Neat.
Hey, this was a custom at one point. You see the flares on the fenders?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody put a lot of love into that at one point.
Yep. Well, I have no idea where this stone came from. Even George and Chad and Bob don't know where it came from. And they live in this area. Nice little dugout.
So Larry, I like your trip down the Oregon coastal mountain.
Yeah. We stopped at that one fire lookout where the wind was blowing so bad. And my buddy saw a porta potty sitting out with this gorgeous view of the mountain. He went down there. There's no door on it. So you could sit there, enjoy the view, and do your business. I hope you can join us for the next episode.
Well, when I was in China for work that one time, we went to the tallest building there in Shanghai, and they had a bathroom up there, and the urinal was against the window. Have a view. Well, the interesting thing is I eat vegetarian, but they have a lot of vegetarian restaurants there,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was really good too. But there's plenty of meat stuff too. And live, pick your frog or whatever.
Unique meat stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.